I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After breezy winds this afternoon of 30 to 40 and seasonal highs in the mid to upper 60s, we could see some frost in the sandhills and parts of central Nebraska tonight, where lows dip just below 40. Southerly winds tomorrow boost our highs up to around 70. As the cold front tracks to the east, a few thunderstorms are possible late tomorrow before widespread thunderstorms tomorrow night. Tapping into a plume of moisture, significant rain amounts of a ½ inch to 1.5 inches are expected. There's just a low and marginal risk of severe weather that includes damaging winds and large hail tomorrow evening to just after midnight. The weekend is mostly dry with low-end thunderstorm chances and highs in the 60s to the low 70s. We'll see highs warm into the upper 60s to the mid-70s from Monday through Wednesday. Stronger low pressure bringing higher thunderstorm chances Monday with severe storms possible across the central and east. Low pressure over the northern plains maintaining a few thunderstorm chances the middle part of next week. Late next week looks to be a bit drier. The long-term forecast is trending slightly cooler with seasonal to slightly cooler than normal temperatures Tuesday through May 15th in Nebraska and Kansas. Nebraska and Kansas rainfall expected to be slightly above normal for Tuesday through May 15th. Soil temperatures this morning is 7 and 4 inches deep along and west of a line from O'Neill to Ord and North Platte in the mid to upper 40s. Most of the rest of Nebraska to northwest Kansas had soil temperatures in the low 50s. The soil temperatures were as high as the mid-50s to the low 60s over the southeastern corner of Nebraska to the rest of Kansas. Thanks to the recent rains, the regional drought monitor showed Nebraska improved 3 percentage points to 75% drought-free. It's drought-free to a few abnormally dry areas in much of the central, west, and northeast parts of Nebraska. The area of moderate to severe drought is shrinking, covering areas along and south of a line from Fullerton to Columbus and Omaha. Kansas improving 14 percentage points to 16% drought-free. It's drought-free to abnormally dry in much of the northwest and the north central and eastern parts of Kansas. Moderate to severe drought continues in many other areas of central and southwest Kansas. Key weather factors in the markets include severe storms with heavy rains across the central U.S., overly wet weather in Europe, dry weather concerns continuing towards the Black Sea, dryness in central Brazil's second crop corn areas, and heavy rain slowing down the harvest in southern Brazil. Active weather continues into next week as multiple weather systems cross the U.S. A cold front currently approaching the Mississippi Valley drifts eastward and weakens, reaching the Atlantic coast this weekend. A secondary cold front follows. Finally, a potent spring storm arrives along the Pacific coast Saturday before pushing eastward towards the northern plains by early next week. The threat of widespread severe thunderstorms diminishes during the weekend, only to return across the plains by Monday. 5-day rainfall should exceed 1 inch in many areas from the plains eastward, with much higher amounts possible from the southern plains into the lower Mississippi Valley. Rain bypasses most areas along and near the Gulf Coast. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.